All right, so we're working in the shop today, as we do every day, but I like to film the original and unique cars that come through the door that I get a chance to work on. And this is something that, well, depending on how old you are, could be very unique. It's a 1975 Honda Civic, and it's a 2-speed automatic, so they call it a Hondamatic. It has a 4-cylinder. I believe it's a 1200. It's 75 cubic inches, whatever that equates to. It might be 1100, I'm not really sure. But cute little thing. Of course, it's got a carburetor. There's the engine. This engine bay is tiny, tiny. You can see the radiator is just half width. The battery looks almost as big as the valve cover. And you'll notice the brake master cylinder and booster is here off to the passenger side. It is left-hand drive. We're in the United States. And there's a big rod that runs across from the brake pedal that actuates the brakes on this side. Kind of interesting. Probably because there's not enough room over there because the engine bay is so small. This car is a 75, like I said, but not too far distant from the early Honda 600s, which had probably half as much space in here. So Honda was pretty good at figuring out how to allocate their space. Let's take a little walk around the car, shall we? It's a pretty nice example. I mean, I don't know the last time I've seen one of these. This car is pretty original, except for, if you notice, the wheels. These are 13-inch wheels. I believe this car originally came with 12s, and I think, I'm not positive, but I think these are Accord wheels from this, like maybe 77 or so. Has brand new tires. Wheels look like they've been either powder coated or cleaned up, and they have the nice center caps on them. They look really good. I think it makes the car really look good. Again, this is a Hondamatic, and it appears this car was bought new at Ron Tonkin Honda here in Portland, Oregon. That's before they abbreviated it to just OR. It used to be ORE. So I'll give you an idea how long that emblem's been on there. It doesn't say CvCC. It just says Civic. So I don't know if this is I don't know what the definitions are. Well, I know what a CvCC is. It's the special combustion chamber with the small valve, but I don't understand why this car doesn't have it, because I thought that all Civics of this era did. Little tiny hatchback. You can see that there. Pretty cute. Just a little bit of space back there. Not a lot. The seat probably folds down. I'm not going to mess with the customer stuff. And we'll get a shot of this side. I don't know if this is the original color. It could be, but there's some spots where the paint's kind of worn and it could be resprayed. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh, here. So again, we got the old-fashioned wood grain classic Honda dashboard, which is basically something like out of a motorcycle. If you look at the gauges real close, you'll see the similarities. Wood rimmed steering wheel, little horn button. It does have a choke, manual choke here. Basic AM radio, and of course this car is automatic, 2-speed automatic. And what I mean by that is when you go to drive the car, you've actually got to pull it down into 1 to start, and then I think it shifts to 2. I'm not sure, so maybe it's only a semi-automatic. You may actually, I think now that my gray matter has been jostled, I think it's semi-automatic. You actually have to shift it. There's just no clutch, so you pull it down to 1. And then when you want to go faster or you get to a certain speed, you click it up into 2. I think that's right. So the seats are in good shape. It has a headliner, and I guess what I'm trying to say is the optional, what do you call this, console with like a map light? Not sure how you turn that on. Oh, there you go. So you turn with a clock. So this is pretty deluxe. That should be off. So let's turn that off. But for 1975, that's a deluxe piece. Nice headliner. Nice little car. And I think what we're going to do is I got to wash the windows so you can see where we're going, and we'll take it for a drive. This car is showing for mileage 09115. So it's probably either 109,000 or 209,000. I'm not sure. So I'm going to clean the windows, take it for a drive. It has all these cool stickers that are still intact, like the, come on, focus, air pressure for the tires. Oh, and that should tell us if it's got 12s. Does it say seating capacity? Cold does not say 12-inch tires. Oh, yeah, it does. Tire size. Yeah, 12s, S12s. There we go. So originally it did have 12-inch tires. Door locks. Remember these? Can't do it now because the door's open, but you'd slide that and it would erase the fluorescent arrow to let you know that it's actually locked. Pretty cool. Sport mirror, very reminiscent of the Honda 600 car. Nice old emblems. Pretty neat car. Has the old-fashioned body line, body protection molding. So, as promised, I'm going to clean the windows and we'll go take it for a drive and see how the automatic really works. So hang tight. All right, as promised, we got the little blue beauty out. I got the windshield polished up and ready for a test drive. This is a 1975 Honda Civic. It doesn't appear to be a CvCC, but it is a Hondamatic. And the only options, or I should say modifications, that I am aware of is the larger wheels and tires, 13-inch, and electronic ignition. Originally it had points and it didn't run so good. And I did a video on that, putting the points in it a long time ago, a couple years ago probably. You can research that if you want. So we're gonna take this baby for a drive. Again, 1975 Honda Civic, very motorcycle inspired back in the day when Honda was a motorcycle company. Oh, that door's a little creaky. We gotta grease the hinges. All right, so we are sitting in the car. I noticed the door panel's off on that side and it's in the back seat, so I think the customer's got something going on there. So give it a little choke here. Oh, it's already on a little bit. And we're gonna turn the key. Notice all the lights on the dash. They bring back any memories. And look at the parking brake light. It doesn't say brake, it just says P, what does it say? PNK, PKB, parking brake, yeah, PKB. That's pretty cool. So let's start it up. It has an annoying buzzer if you open the door. We're gonna make sure the door's shut. And again, this is a Hondamatic, 2-speed. It's in park, reverse, neutral, 2, and 1. Turn the brake off, pulled her all the way down to 1 for powerful takeoff. We'll see, make sure there's nobody coming. Pretty cool little car. It has that total Honda sound. Very light, very nimble. It doesn't have power steering, and I'm just turning the wood wheel with ease. Just super smooth. So that's about where she should shift. We're gonna, yep, top gear. Very nice. Very nice. Doesn't have a lot of power in second gear, but it doesn't feel like it's struggling too bad either. Oh, we're gonna turn the choke off. There we go. Let's turn around here. I wonder if it'll take off in second gear. So we're still in second gear. I'm gonna give her the beans and see what happens here. We're at total dead stop. Oh yeah, she's sluggish. Put her down to 1. Still a little sluggish, but much better. Oh yeah, oh, second barrel kicked in. That's pretty cool. Wave to the neighbors. Head back to the shop here. Yeah, first gear is pretty spunky. Turn in here. Neat. Neat little car. I like it. Horn works. I did a little work on this car to get all the electrics working. There were some burnt wires under the dash. Oh, that's annoying. So now all the wiring's fixed. Add some oil and gotta grease that door. And from what I've understood from the customer, this car is currently for sale. So message me here on YouTube or check Portland Craigslist. You might be able to score a smoking deal on a 75 Honda Civic Hondamatic. Thanks for watching.